Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had.
Good morning. It is the first edition of the program Colres. Right now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. How you spend the weekend? I hope you get a wonderful weekend. Well, yesterday we been cook. Yes, we cook, and today we get Colres this morning for you, where we go come share together. Let me see how it is inside the program this morning. Well, my name is Sembepe, the freedom fighter, and we get a lot of things that we don't come up today, where they don't cook yesterday, and then don't woman for we this morning for let we discuss waiting the inside the different daily papers then. Well, we will start with the first paper. The first paper for this morning, we will start with the first one for this morning. This one a bonus from our co. It says no budget has paid attention to provide support to the productive sector. This is not the bonus paper of AUCO. Where I think this basically can come out on Sunday. So this other one say collateral, a disincentive for SMEs to access loan. World Bank country manager. You get a picture of the World Bank country manager, and then of course you get the different rates, exchange rate for the day, from the 14th November to the 25th November. The latest one for 25 November, they buy dollar 18,144 leons, and then they sell them 18,326.6 leons, and then the pounds, then they buy them 21,900 21 leon 98 cents. Wait now, like almost standing in the new leons. Yes, 21,980 leons in the old leons. And then they sell them 22.2083. So basically they sell them around 22,200 leons, something like that one day in the old leons. And then the euro, then they buy them 18,900, and then when 18.9059, and then they sell them 19.0923, when like 19,000 leons. So if you put them by out and come, the dollar now 18,000, and they sell right now 18,000 and more. And then they buy 18,000 and more, and then the pounds we always don't they take supremacy, don't every pass they all, and they buy 21,900, and then they sell them 22,200, and then the euro, then they sell them 18,900, and then they sell them 19,000 and something. And then you get of course the black market rate. The black market rate for the dollar now 18,200, and then that was where you go for buy them, and then when you sell them, then they give you the way then they sell them 18,300, and then for the pound sterling, then they sell them 18,900, and then they buy 18,900, and then they sell them 17. I think that's basically there where you have to go sell a black market price. So these are the different things. And then I got, of course, commodity prices them way as well they now this particular page of the AWOCO newspaper for the weekend as a bonus. Then you get this other one say IFAD concludes monetary exercise of project sites. This and other things and there for you inside the bonus paper of the AWOCO newspaper. All right, so they go to the next pick, but before that one, let me take this break quick. Let me see how best we can able for get settled.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today, but this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas when they like.
All right, welcome back. Very sorry. We continue with the next pick of the day. We of course we go to the next paper again. This is not the AWOCO paper for today now Monday. The AWOCO paper for today Monday say first entrepreneurship book launch in Sierra Leone, and then you get affront to the dignity of Parliament, my office. The law will be allowed to take its course. Speaker assures this basically got to do with the fact will be take place inside the Parliament. Then you get 208 days to polling day. You get President Bio then puts there, and then they get a wonderful quote where they quote from Sankara. He said, "It is completely normal for such people to see each action as an act of revenge, as a recapturing of position, and so on." This is not the quote where come up from. And then you get the other story inside there. We always say we need a trade development economy. You get the vice president, and you get NGO CSO to be gazetted to ensure accountability. This and other story then for inside the Awoko newspaper, and the next pick for the morning at the Salon Times newspaper we say petition. We say petition against CTC mining company. You get a photo of the CTC mining workers then. And then you get mobile companies cry for the review of tariff. This basically, as they talk about the tariff, talk about the things that will make them business they die right now. And if the government not intervene, then go lock them business, and over 100,000 people then go there without job. And you get other ones say disgraceful. Clerk of Parliament order police officer to throw MPs out again. And then you get a Nassid Olds free reggae peace concert. You get online violence and obstacle to women's empowerment in Sierra Leone. This is another story there for inside the Salon Times newspaper. Sorry. At the same time, I try to figure out something. Okay, so the next paper for this morning at the Times newspaper, we say you get small white say Alfonso Mali describe President Bio as education global champion, and you get mobile operator highlight challenge on ash global economic crisis. You get the different mobile company then, and you get Bio development diary constructing major roads and bridges, the new direction approach to trade, investment, viability, and connectivity in Sierra Leone. You get South Korea showcase development and plans to host World Expo 2030 in Busan. And then you get 4 director endorse Ali Kamara. You say for percentage growth in importing and exporting, Sierra Leone Port Authority wins Africa Award. This is another story then there for you inside the Times newspaper. And then you get the other pick when at the Concord Times newspaper, where say at CSOs and media engagement in Kenema, VP Julia Jallo thrills audience. And you get this other one say fighting in Parliament. 3 APC MPs declare wanted. And then you get we are not practicing good waste management, EPA boss wants. And for victory in 2023, Abdul Osayo calls for unity within APC. This and other story there for you inside the Concord Times newspaper. And then you get the next pick where na the News 24 where say Nasi DG elected Issa Bureau member. And then you get government and media retreat end in grand style. You get amidst rampant saboteur, EDSA appeals for citizens support, and you get Orange Sierra Leone celebrate international DSVP winner. This is another story there for you inside the News 24 for this morning. And then you get the next paper when at the Success newspaper where say immigration boss intensifies feeding program. Then you get Apex Bank Amos dismantle Bambatok Financial Services Association. And then you get at Media CSO IMC Engagement 2022, MNOs want immediate regulatory intervention. And you get Canadian doctor offers free surgical outreach at Lumley Government Hospital. Then you get this one we say for percentage growth in importing and exporting. Sierra Leone Ports Authority wins Africa Award. This is another story there for you inside the Success newspaper. And then you get the Forum newspaper. Say State House backs CRS rotten rice deal. And then you get voter exhibition of verification and reading with deliberate hitches. And then you get Afrimoni Sierra Leone crowns new brand ambassador. Then you get Bio Drowns Democracy, mobile operator to shut down in remote areas. This and other one and there for you inside the Forum newspaper. And yes, this is not the story then basically where we get inside the different newspaper them for this morning. Well, in a time now we can see how best we can able to see how we dey put together the different things them for you inside the program this morning. In the meantime, let's just take a short break whilst we get guest inside the program proper one for you inside this particular edition of the program KOL.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my KOL.
Yes, KOL. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call KOL, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my KOL.
Yes, KOL. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call KOL, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my KOL.
Yes, KOL. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call KOL, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my KOL.
Yes, KOL. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow dey lick, especially when dem cook the soup or plasas wey dem lick pass all. So na that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call KOL as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests dem wey they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
All right, the program now we Colores on we had na YouTube and on Facebook. We're very sorry. The guests they find them very difficult in technology and the internet problem. They find it difficult for connect. That is why we still wait for them. So in the meantime, please no go and wait for we. And come just no follow. We can talk about different issues them inside the program this morning.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow dey lick, especially when dem cook the soup or plasas wey dem lick pass all. So na that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call KOL as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow dey lick, especially when dem cook the soup or plasas wey dem lick pass all. So na that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call KOL as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow dey lick, especially when dem cook the soup or plasas wey dem lick pass all. So na that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call KOL as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are the channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning.
All right, welcome back, and thank you for your patience for we as we go on with the program. Well, we already don't get the review of the different papers. Them, in other words, we don't tell you what's in the different paper they carry. And now, not time for we go to we inside the program this morning. For we talk about the different story them inside the program. Well, this guest not so stranger and I anymore. He may not appear one time inside the show. In name now William Saul Lamin. In the director for accountability now, Sierra Leone, we actually be don't join me one time, and for we talk about the different things that we decide they coalesce as in taste may look like that day. Well, it don't join me again this particular morning for talk to you on different things. Thank you for joining me, William Saul Lamin. Even when you get some very difficult for you go able for connect.
Yes, I want to tell you plenty program, and thank you for even getting at the program. More especially the name of the program when I progress, some of we born upline that progress now be eat before go school.
All right. Tell me about them thing where you eat progress for go school, because this I be like so I'm thinking if I can remember well, some side and upline they not be the one progress stuff. As they gap my money, how you do?
Now that I just want to tell you, upline we compound is very big, mango leaf that they drop, or ring leaf that they drop, say they sweep down, time no kitchen for go school. So they just pull the coolers, the plastas kid all left at the pot, not to freezer, because not get fridge, we not get freezer. So they left half plastas at the pot, and also left half rest at pot. So we do play, just pull the rest from the rest pot, pass on to the plastas, rub the crow, then potato leaf or cassava leaf crow, rub and mix and fine with your hand, not to spoon. The rubber fine, sometimes in the process, so you even grip the plastas crow with your finger, the plastas all you go inside your finger. You go for the liquor, if you not take 10 song, we go left your finger till you spoon.
More especially if the plastas so you like.
Then interestingly, when you eat, when the rest, the food not digest and you believe, you don't take off for 3 miles, 3 or more miles from food with your rapia bag, with selecto, then you move 3 miles to school. When you go in a rush. As you go to school, sometimes you enter classroom, now hot mental. You can imagine you just eat cold rest. cold rest, you walk 3 miles as you enter the hot mental. 2 times 4. You know, you don't get any time for let the brain rest. By the time you come to school, therefore go pick plazas, make fire, you know, help your parents there for them. So you don't get any leisure time for yourself. Now walk all the way. Sometimes I need time for study, that's an issue. If you get time for study, you get for use that macamo. Then both to them south.
Then carbo there. We started to put the kerosene and pieces.
Put the pieces, so kind of light matches. Then you don't do under mango tick. Sometimes you get to put your foot inside bucket just to make you not go sleep. You get coffee when I see them as a group when I study. But there was competition, everybody they make sure they pass. With all of those struggles, you must ensure you pass. You know, now rest all the way. Cold rest in the morning, in the afternoon, rest. At night, rest. So there's no other, alternative. So cold rest you will use would they eat the hot one, would they eat the actual cold rest? But the cold rest, brother, sometimes that cold one say for you know mama, you really enjoy them because you go in for it and fast the other will not put a fire, we go so hot, then you get for go school. So you will prefer the cold one.
Offline, sometimes it can really cold in the morning. So when they can tell us to go us, not you want for us, first to begin up the water now and rub on our foot, then we'll go up the permine and go school.
All like this time we are getting to December and my tante non-can now. It's very close. If I just come home, my Shakai started. I've been needing for 3 days for a conference, a church program. You know, the place is so cold, the queue for program. So we go just sense water under was and who. They go to the rob. We pay them in the bond up per mine. Red per mine. Sanki. They burn away. Then drop to a lot of perfume. They drop scent. They call a scent. They drop as small and mix and fine. Put on the baby inside. What you don't was that you add? Was fruit. That I bone per mine. I the rob. Sometimes they don't shine it. When you big brother or your uncle don't shine it, you go to the shop. When they shine it, the payment, the pattern you one buy. Then the payment done. But it's a grab. The grab you go as. Then they lost it.
You know, we get interesting past. If we want to talk about the interesting past, we could just laugh all day. But anyway, I'm happy that you touched an area for me this morning. You make me feel good, and I feel like for say we really belong to that kind, traditional setting. Anyway, thank you very much.
The boss, you get the 1 cent, you get the 10 cent, you get the 20 cent, all 2 ways. 2 sides for the toss, the boss. I like that toss. It different than for my money. So the 2 ways that they eat, I said they eat not more than 5 cents, 10 cents, till you go 20 cents. By how it big, boss toss.
Oh God! All right. So let me go quick inside the paper then where we get for this morning. We get this bonus paper from Awoko newspaper where basically it give you some things that are very key for anybody and for any economy for go before. It basically they give you like the different rates them of the different currencies them. As of the 25th of November, the exchange rate for dollar na 18,000 or 18 leons 1443 where you go where you buy them, and then where you sell them na 18 leons 3866. Then for the dollar. Then for the pounds you get where you buy them na 21.98, and then where you sell them at 22.2082, and then you get the euro where of course where you buy them na 18.9059, and then where you sell them at 19.0923. Exchange rate don't turn real boy picking, and it really don't enact just na the country right now, and this they affect every facet of the society right now inside the country. As a CSO, civil society organization, we get this kind big name of this organization we name Accountability Now, Sierra Leone. Tell me how
Accountability now or never.
Yes.
That's our slogan.
Fine. I like this thing. Accountability now. Then we get a system like this or never. You get a system like this where the exchange rate, the every morning where you wake, it is team up. Every morning where you wake, it is team up. You know, when they make we leons they depreciate. You know, the other day I decided for compare, say, okay, this is not dollar. Let's say dollar. What about we neighbor Guinea? First time when you get 10,000 leons, yeah, and you want to forget Guinea money, then give 15,000 Guinea money. But now the other way around, now you get 10,000 Guinea money. Now you get 18,000 leons salon money. So now, what does this mean for the economy? What's our economy day right now?
Well, one thing we can always say, or make you get the dollar for actually steady, it means a lot as a country. We have to make sure say we save the export delay. Before this time, we see with bauxite, that the mining sector, you will see long years ago, you will see cacao, fee. Even rest, this country will send out. Rest of this country, they will send them out again. In the process of doing that, the foreign exchange is steady, you know. But now I don't really know exactly what it would be sent out as a country. So this is a very serious challenge, because whenever dollar go up, I like that 500 years high, it will affect even the classes, because at the end of the day, fuel price get for go up, the welfare price get for go up, transport get for go up, and as transport go up, that mamiable what they can die in clean and live inside freedom, because they get for pay more for that bundles of cassava leaf or potato leaf where they carry it. Definitely when the driver don't charge them, it's like for add the price. Now the last first way they go na Dove Court. If I don't even Dove Court, because Dove Court save get people where they go. People they come out Aberdeen, people they come out Godrich, Lumley, they go as fast. Dove Court very early in the morning. Now transport in the take, now put that in the take. In the process when they pay higher transportation, when they come back to the community, they say for sell them high. Then why would they sell cookery? If they buy the plazas beer, definitely they go for high price, and even the cookery when they sell. So it affects every facet of society when dollar go up. But most times wetin dey affect that na because of we not get much we will actually send out now. When
So,
the
so
raw
if you
materials.
talk about that one day, then get another headline. Now, this same ALCO and then bonus and newspaper, we say no budget has paid attention to provide support to the productive sector. So, in other words, they don't care less the productive sector because not only when you get thing where other person they can buy, it count dollar, where they make the dollar the flow, and once the dollar flow in value they go down. But if you not get now, you always the one after the dollar, you not get anything they produce, na a problem. And we know they see so much. Now the productive sector for say the government they pay attention to that area there.
Yeah, so now that I mean see, even with this economic situation, they say yes, that global problem. I agree say that global problem. But in country, when I get one or two things when I go do in country, we go help for cushy. That one with man is cushy. One of the things when I go do, we don't get China tractors. They don't come out from China. They don't come. 2 weeks ago, I been put local, I see put local districts, and I'm sure other districts, agriculture office, in tractors, they had a tin up, the backpack, they cover with a grass, they open them, and all of that. If we make sure, say, we produce at this country, just agriculture, fishery, fishing, and they tell you for free, fish don't so expensive at this country, they put mina na tropespan. If you know it's in a tropespan, now they put
Then time will pass.
or they get when they get down, they say this is price. For this days, go to market, even mina, they count mina now, they can't even count area. They put a 3-4 and show price for them. So until and unless we are sure say we begin produce massively in this country, we fish, we monitor. Then foreign investors where they kind of country, where they can fish in our country. The agricultural sector, we really make sure so we concentrate this. Listen, if we produce just rice in this country, we concentrate. We get it tomabo. When you go to the Tonkolili district, when I always I drive within my Buruka to my 91, I tell you for free. If you see the Boli land, that axis, that's my axis. If you see the Boli land, hundreds of miles in the sea. If every 3 to 4 months we plant and harvest, long years all grow up country, we will see if somebody went in a prison for 20 years, they don't do 15 years, then prisoners in it, you see them with them prison officers, then they work and go far in the outskirts of the town. You see farm the way prisoners they get, where they plant and even feed themselves. Because they also get for this health, the exercise. You know, we put somebody in a prison. He did it for 2-3 years. You know, if you work out one mile off from the prison, it will affect the health. So going to that farm, exercising, doing some work, we will also able to help the government to feed them prisoners and But we don't move away from all the things here, and then they affect the economy daily today. Military rest, now oversee the program. Police rest, all now na kind of camp. Why we no go concentrate on just agriculture?
So look at this thing. You find out say the initiative from the government is there. The idea day every day then they talk about them and they support the camp. Chinese they give tractors them for go na farm and do other things them. But like you rightly say, as then come so outside they supply the way they distribute at the different centers then and then they left him up say they're rotting. People they know they get access to that one day. Now walk down there, how the government will really say then they do, then they get some kind of support there, but at the same time, because I remember World Bank talk about this, UNDP talk about this. Yeah, not of us say money no day. Then they give money and then they support the government, but the implementation are in lack. They can say they don't begin do this thing. When you go monitor, you know they see that kind much way than they do in that area day. And I remember the UNDP they say the money where they get, other people as well need the money they do. So if they're not they do well with them, then they divert them to other side. So how this government for make sure say they put things there for implement? Because everything they
we got to try for really be determined and be sober. We're gonna every government department to get professors, you get doctors. We expect them we don't go into higher education and president don't put them into that higher office. For really showcase yes, I'm a doctor, I'm a professor. But we don't see much. One of the first things I only advocate for. If this government ensures say they remove Ministry of Agriculture force from UBD and can't go to place like Mashaka on my 91, where the central, I'm sure to call it the central of Sierra Leone. take Ministry of Agriculture off from UU building. Not to UU building, Ministry of Agriculture. When you determine they take some proactive actions, where they should say yes, you really want to move. If you move Ministry of Agriculture from UU building, Kangona My 91, who sign at the compound, you go see cocoa, you go see banana, you go see other things. Then you make them attractive, make the ministry attractive. Just go put some colleagues get a lot of holy land. You can use the soil and even make bricks block, put 2 room in a parlor, 1 room in a parlor, 2 room in a parlor. Make sure say supermarket day, recreational facility day, get something attractive. You go see the youth that they go back to the kind of district they for farming. But if you go to farming on south side, somebody don't get access to internet. Somebody don't get access for watch Manchester in Arsenal. I know those team there. One away for quality team. Please don't feel bad. But if you get access, say what you don't need a
Now, Leo Star is.
You know Manchester man anyway.
Me na Leo Star. I don't know. I don't care what game.
Oh, we cannot get more time for watch international news. But there young people here don't use time for watch international matches. If possible, local matches. Get the youth center in that farm, that youth farm day. Make them attractive. Get internet. Talk to the mobile operators. Say the phone. We will get access to internet. Get access to, watching those football. Play table tennis. After 5 o'clock, we organize a small football exercise. By 6, 7 o'clock, you go down see was. In the evening, you come back, you watch film and all of that. You can go let this Okada riding and go back. Now you see so many youth. They still, if you wouldn't ride the bike now, things don't stay okay for them. You see that they're going to push. So let the agricultural sector be very, very attractive. Pull them and freedom, can go upline. The human resource is there, just like all the city stuff. The soil is fertile. The human resource is there. We rock out tractors and other implements we're going for do massive mechanized farming. So waiting at the issue of this time, that's the key question. We have educated people in those ministries, but still we don't really see that much transformation.
Okay, so if that be the case, the thing we have just been to talk about, now it get for do it the, how they get the ideas, how they get everything, but at the same time, you find out say problem they look at this paper which is say the Times newspaper say Bio's development diary say constructing major roads and bridges, the new direction approach to trade, investment, viability, and connectivity in Sierra Leone. So look at this thing, all of the idea. These are things that where you handle all of them things there. So it really they improve the investment area, and it even make that exchange rate what they talk about. Since you get things the way they produce, it can. But all of this they na paper, but it actually reflect now the lives of the people, of the citizen.
Yes, the government they try in infrastructure, even the previous government, and this one said they try for infrastructure because there is no way you talk about agriculture, link them with road infrastructure. Because at the end of the day, whether person don't make and produce beyond Kubola, beyond Pendemu and Kaila on the street. At the end of the day, they want for cow in the city. For them to sell, able for yield more, get more money. At the end of the day, you don't go say, oh, government don't do this, government don't do that. But we still get problem with linking one chiefdom to either one district to another district. Now we're not talking about chiefdom to chiefdom. We still have problem with linking district headquarter town to another district headquarter town. So the road infrastructure, we still don't talk more past what we do. The previous government doing it, but more needs to be done. This current government said even within the capital city. Now for 40 years, the road they link from Lumley to Waterloo. We don't do now for 40 years. The previous government, the Tijan Kamalen government, do one from Waterloo to Ikamna Toke. This past government, former president and his Kuma government, do one from Lumley to Igona Bobo, close to number 2. Now between number 2 to Toke, we don't do now for the past 3-4 years.
And at the shortest point standing now with all this.
So there is so much delay and the work still more for be done. The rep and try more. When you link community to community, you dey see say one, the city or the district they open, people in the stretch go far at the extreme end. Then you see say the city will get some sanity. But up till now, their road and they still we go up country roads and they still way from what the previous government say, we they do ABC and this road. And road is very important for any development. If you go for go sell the market, just for go and get access to outside the go stable for sale. You take 2-3 hours for good day. Now not see the loss for the day. Because you go for go sell for 6-7 hours. If you take 2 hours for camp, for go home, you have to
we dey talk about one way for make people really go na the provincial areas, na side where they for go do, work, na farm. Yes.
Yeah.
Agriculture. He say you get for look at the connectivity, apart from the road, you get for look at the internet. People and get for get things the way they make them feel like for say them belong to the outer world. For let them able for dinner inside and day. So if we talk about that one, then let me look at this story where actually they now this front page of the Salon Times newspaper. It actually get this one where get for do direct with what you talk so. It said mobile companies cry for the review of tariffs. Now look at other story where get for do the same story, another paper carry them again, where it say MNOs, at the media CSO Ministry of Information and Communication Engagement 2022, MNOs, that are mobile network operators, them want immediate regulatory intervention. This one come up from the Success newspaper. Basically, we listen to 98.1, then 2 days here, where mobile company them, the Africell and the Orange, then they cry, say they go likely lock them sites them na some areas them because the money when they put for even operate some of them sites and they not even get them back. Then they even pay, like for right now, fuel 21,000, then they pay 25,000 loans. Because even when they buy Boku, you look at the Sal Cab, when responsible for we gateway, then when I ask for them then the company then they pay dollar to them. When me say then they pay much more than waiting then the get back at the end of the day. Well, then they look for safe government will intervene and go lock some of their sites and like 100,000 people and go get for lost their job. What did this mean for the country? Because it's like we sit on a time bomb now economically.
And civil society advocates are always there at the middle. That is me. Whether you want for listening or you don't want for listening, no problem. But I'm always at the middle, looking at the people and also looking at government and investors.
Yes.
Number one, for to get a clear say the mobile companies they are here as business entities.
Yes.
We know how they do excess or exploit people them. But now we also bear in mind say they can do business. And when they do business, profit you can forget. And that excess profit now no go for. But they come here for do business, not for kaya for loss. Now we ask yourself. 25 years ago, when my mama come out now, we can talk to one in Eastern America. They can for kind of place so called Slet. If you know about Slet, before they even come call
Johnson Street, Sierra Tell the office.
Oh, mama come the years and they pray la pana ground for 3 days. For talk to them in Eastern America, 2-3 minutes. It is spent 3 days. In fact, first, it is spent 2 or 3 days for Komo Kailam. The road so bad, you got to spend 2 or 3 days for Kailam.
In some case, 1 week.
Yeah, thank you. You travel, you come. When you can, you pray la pana ground, mosquito the bed for 2-3 days before you communicate 2 or 3 minutes or you begin America. Now, the operators, they don't invest millions of dollars for ensure say there is communication in this country. Years back, when they talk about drop-down call and all that, they don't improve now. In network, no better small compared to how it did 10 years. Now, then this. The same way this current tariff is so now, where we all be living into money for let them add small panel, fuel will be around 3,500 for liter. Now, fuel long go to 21,000 or 21 leon per liter. But the tariff still remain for the society. You yourself as a business person, you don't invest the money. 2, 3, 4 person don't put together millions of dollars for invest. Where they hope they forget profit. Then you come, if you want to on a phone, you talk, you talk on a phone for 2-3 hours, everybody. For the talk on free one, failing to realize that people don't invest money. And some of them part they wouldn't get the equipment. They are buying those parts in dollars, not to saloon they buy them. We don't go buy one part today, $1,000. By the time they go after 6 months for change that part, they go meet them $1,500. And it is still the same tariff. So you go see me very soon. Now most of the radio stations and television, they talk this time on behalf of the mobile operators. Honestly, for tell Sierra Leoneans and say, these people can't for do business and they can't for do profits, not a profiteering. But they can't for do small profit.
So look at this one again, where they come up with, we're very correct. Some of them community then you get for make sure say the generator for the network it work 24 hours. Let's forget about the inside and because you don't get like government power supply where they go on the inside and even inside Freetown, they say the EPSA, the power, they don't add per net tariff. Yeah, when we say it don't increase more than almost percent. Come out today, you look at yes, and in inside EPSA not able for supply. Once EPSA go off, now the generator then they come on again, and then get for beats 24 hours. Then forget the relay then a Leicester Peak. Leicester Peak as well, and they pay rent for the inside and day for any south side and mobile company.
They get two generators, as one they both they like the other one. And these are hard to reach areas. For if you go supply fuel, I don't travel on most of the sites there across this country. I know with mobile operators for over 20 years now. I get that experience. Or if you go supply fuel and then outside site there, they tell you for free, you go to some riverland area. Some side we get mountain, like when I do district. It's so hard to reach him to catch up for stop halfway. You walk on my foot with the 5 gallon. I mean, diesel for retail communities. This is so difficult. And once the hard to reach communities, cost the high. Cost the high because you get for involved labor. Cost them for hard because price will increase. Cost them for hard because the vehicle they carry them fuel and they go. They get to ensure say they buy fuel for even the vehicle, maintenance the vehicle, pay the driver. So many things involved. When we for sure understanding where the crisis want for increase small power tariff, Sierra Leoneans will accept that one day. Because very soon, very recently, I go to TV game for fuel business. I buy fuel a week or two ago, fuel crisis one day, 25,000 per liter. So I ask Sierra Leoneans, where they go hide fuel, or the one where they invest their money per fuel, where they go say, when they invest some money again for buy more fuel, where the fuel go come behind them, they go buy 25,000, and some man keep an eye host, and fire can't get the also. Where they go make add 1,000 to them. Which one you prefer? Answer the question, which one? So people that the media be listen and make a call, say yes. If a small they add, make them add small. So very soon, some of you get for you on the air for talk on this mobile operators issue. Some communities they don't go erect pole. Population holiday. And when population only that places where they go erect pole, profit not the big business. Because sometimes per day they spend something like $100 per fuel and other things. Then all the money where they receive that community they will sell that holiday. Sometimes they pay $20. So you go, any businessman will say no, Mr.
But at the
business.
same time, they need the network for the run because sometimes the person they come inside Freetown and they go upline and they pass my side and they need network, you don't need for the out of coverage. So if they're not the making,
yes.
Okay, what do you think say the government for do right now?
Brother, soup sweets, when soup sweets are money 90 kilam. When you then you go see well, fry soup, fish jakato de pan the soup, all kinds of the soup, sweet, now money, 90 make that soup is sweet. So if we forget correct network, now villages, in a village, they talk to a brother to a Freetown. In a Freetown, you have to talk to a person in a village or overseas. Now money people that invest in them things there, we have to understand what they say they increase small tariff. For say yes, before the line cut off, before that, make the communication there at the media cost because if people not in a village, and in a city, the communication they go through. Because you know if I call like brother in a village or like a man in a village. So you get also the employment side. Government money for provide job for all Sierra Leoneans. Job alone like crisis in this country. When you ask the mobile operators, they tell you how many employment they create directly and indirectly, not a small number. Because creating employment, not to just the one who look at the office directly. They want to sell where they sell top up, where they sell SIM card. They are all under the employment of the mobile operators. The moment there is problem with the mobile operators, it can affect them all. So very, very soon, some of you are patriotic, some of you believe say yes, investors and for making a small profit, government for doing your own small business, we serve for ready for tight communication not free, for ready for that. Some of you go for kind of the media for talk, for make the people actually understand the plight of the MNOs.
So now then they really call on the government for intervene. If not that, then go close down or then go. Most people will get for lost job, and if that happen, another difficult thing. Then they call on the government. What do you think say the government for able for or go able for do in this case?
Well, government therefore accept them because we see 2 weeks ago they make an attempt for increased tariff on other areas with the MNOs. With social government say, all the people they holla, hey, the government fail a reversal. But one for make people they know say not to government they invest money by
But I think say one of the reasons we make people are now because it be really come up from government for instruct the MNOs them for increase, you know, the floor rates. Yeah, now that make people really Allah. But if it be come up from the company, because certain people they think, like myself where they are, I think the government are always for the advocates on behalf of the people them, you know. But if them are then come with their suggestion and it be look scary, why if it happen so? But notwithstanding, the company they agree with you at the same time, say the company as well get for make money and then get for increase, you know, the tariff them. So I think say the government and the MNOs them for Sudan reach to a negotiation and reach to a common ground inside and going for say, okay, this one acceptable for the people then, let's see what think can happen. But notwithstanding that, we find out say ETSA tariff don't go up and the company then they pay for that. Now government business down there. And the SALCAB, now government. I think the government as well, because according to them, SALCAB even don't increase for over almost percent in terms of how then they pay for the gateway. So I think say the government is for intervene now then they own side and they rather than the people them really they pay the highest part of the thing, because all of this now government in as much as then they get, you know, things for support we revenue for support we, but the government not to profit now just for sustainability.
And regulate.
Yes.
Now this SALCAB business local with the first SALCAB me for me na a whole mess. Because I'm not able to understand. We been feel say all this fiber optic cable and whatever don't come SALCAB communication before really go down. Because
sorry. Even when you talk about this fiber, so now fiber then they pay more than 300% than waiting them they pay now for fiber. The company then.
So all that don't come up whether a government institution, government regulated institution, then they increase price to the mobile operators. The operators are not going to get any choice. Pass, increase. Of course, the Minister of Energy, they can do a small bit and community for the solar panel. The minister, they do very well. But one of the institutions, we still say recklessly, ETSA and the EGTC, they are still reckless. What not see the way they do in terms of maintenance, prompt call. You call ETSA, says so problem there and that. Then go there 2-3 days and they can follow it, you want for them. On that, you go call, and they can. So there is still problem with ETSA and EGTC. Of course, the ministry of itself, they can try for step up because free turn to Sierra Leone. We see that the spread and the chiefdoms with these solar issues were very good. I just saw my shaka last night and they tell you for free. Usa go lodge. All the water, all cake, they all block the freezer. Usa mistake. I will be the net to drink water, for drink water because all the don't block. Just with the solar, we don't install the Mashaka in some other part of the country. So the ministry they can do very well. But EGTC and ETSA, they need to step up more in terms of maintenance.
I still want for K go back in the area of the mobile company and the plight. You know, government, when a government, they increase price. But the company they not the increase price. You not think that the government for reconsider like that SALCAB, like the fiber optic, how the company they pay more than 300% right now. Because look at this thing, even dollar they affect the company. Then, for example, before 2018, dollar have been 750,000 leons, where now 75 in the new leons now 75 leons that one day. Now over 18,000 leons. That they all they tell on the company there, and the same amount where the company them they sell the data them from then 10 and the 9 and still tell and so. So you not think say as a CSO, the government need for reconsider the SALCAB fee, the fiber optic fee for let them reduce them for them company there instead of they add more pressure on the people the way they use them.
My brother, I actually say I don't know the communication sector for over 20 years. I was part of the discussion, stakeholders engagement meeting. I've been to money. I was there. We increased the last price about 10 years now. You know they do business, dollar get problem, increase they take place by fuel and so on and so forth. Over 10 years, they tell somebody say no, it's still there for maintain the old price. When you sell for to provide the necessary connectivity, you sell them for increased price for them. They say no, they're not for increase. I think as I've been on study program earlier on, say maybe today or tomorrow, some of us are for jump now inside this campaign for the mobile operators. Because we don't have to see a situation who say they go do redundancy. We don't have to see a situation who say they go say no, we will go remove some pole and remote communities and bring a one morning, they say, I've presented your plate again. Or renewed your plate again. They go cause serious disaster. You can remember during that August 10 issue, where I think one of the mobile company go off for a few minutes. It was a massive disaster. Everybody they call it blast. So no one for see that kind of situation. So if you say your plate was not for increased price, then it's like you did tell them for cut off communication. So we don't agree for that one. Always thing will tell your operators if they increase, they increase at a legal cost, but government can for allow them. We are the consumers, we can for allow for no get more. Connectivity, no way for communicate. We go for allow the mobile operators definitely for increase. Otherwise, they're not going left with any option. If you and an operator, you and a consumer, you dey sell plazas or you dey talk on phone, you dey increase the plazas in price. Not only how they did in dollar for buying parts, for continue for making your own small profit for the investors, them, you say they're not for make profit. That one is not go work. So we go for them on the two side for ensure say the mobile operators and themselves will satisfy them. Because they tell you for free, they are very, 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 very disgruntled. They are very, very, very disappointing for making the civil government reverse. Yes, it was a mistake on the side of NATCOM for letting take the lead in that. But this time around, we as civil society will take the lead for make the people understand say yes, now for them will talk, but at the same time make them understand say the investors they say get their own right because they invest in the invest money.
Alright, the program where you watch right now na cool rest. You dey test the different things them where they na the different paper them inside the program this morning. We get William Saul Lamin, where na the director for Accountability Now, Sierra Leone. Is it accountability now or never? Well, we dey go now. We dey go now to the next paper for this morning, where na the Concord Times newspaper. This one another big issue. First of all, I'll ask you. The issue in Parliament, peace be in them. Who say we see member of Parliament them, they throw away flower vase by themselves. They cause mamikos inside the House of Parliament. They throw punch, say to the extent, police them kind side, and the police them as well, they see them, they push member of Parliament physically out of the well of Parliament. As civil society organization, watching that kind of scene, now the House of Parliament, the House of we representative, how you feel about that?
Law call things them by their names. That one they clearly now lawlessness and indiscipline. I wanna let them call me for SO2 in the Parliament. But listen, if youth they take stick and stone, policeman till they die, we call them lawlessness and indiscipline. If youth they take stone, they destroy the only national stadium we get, we refer to them as lawlessness and indiscipline. If parliamentarian, they take furniture, we not to them parent them or not to them buy them furniture in a parliament. Now taxpayers the money, Mr. For serious for the pay tax. Now we money will take for buy them furnitures. Then parliamentarians they don't get any way for resolve the differences in parliament. Now for take the furnitures and other things that we would always buy as people of Sierra Leone, that they take and they damage them. That is clear lawlessness and indiscipline on the side of the parliamentarians. We don't call things by their names. And lawlessness nowadays. And I think it's unacceptable. And we parliamentarians no say now we need to work for, now we need to serve. Now we taxpayers money they use for pay them. Therefore respect we. Whatever they do, therefore no say now we then they work for, and so therefore they don't do things like that. There are so many ways for demonstrating at Parliament. You walk out of Parliament. If they go plan so thing, then they go lay so document at Parliament, and Honorable Saul Lamin is not interested. All that I could do, I take the bag, I walk out of Parliament. I think that provision is there. So tomorrow, Honorable Saul Lamin will say, I was not part of that decision. Yes, a Parliament, but I was not part of it. You understand? But if you are not part of something, and then they take furniture, they take property, when a taxpayers the money, you damage them. That one is a clean demonstration of lawlessness and indiscipline. And so therefore, the whole apologies to the people of Sierra Leone. We vote them in for going to that parliament.
So I see two members of parliament do actually do that one day. I see Honorable Abdikagbo and Honorable Honorable, one of the leader them for the ruling party. Other, oh come on, what's their name? They made a 98.4, and they apologize for that anyway. They apologize for that.
I never apologize. You know what you picking and do back? Now you people in the local. Because now you the papa na parliament.
Okay.
We want to see the speaker, the leader of the two political parties and the speaker of parliament. Make them come out to the people and tell us, what's wrong for say I'm sorry for what happened. And then we go understand. You know, like now we don't think it's once parliament give it. We don't call them honorable. And we say them honorable because our money they take for parliamentarians. We want to see all the leaders, now each political party and the speaker of parliament for really come out and say sorry to Sierra Leoneans. That kind of picture when they go out at the international war, you know, go just like say we are not serious as a people. Because if you tell they do the same thing, would they say they're not serious? The parliamentarians and what will say? So it's really serious to make this apologize to the people of Sierra Leone.
Okay, so let's still continue with this one. You know, we see different actions that don't begin come up against the member of parliament. Them. This one, they say the Concord Times say, fighting in parliament, 3 APC MPs declared wanted. Now look at this other paper again, where himself gets something like that. The Awoko newspaper himself say, affronts to the dignity of parliament, my office, the law will allow to take its course. Speakers assures. So we see outside 3 member of parliament and one driver, when a one honorable member own driver, then don't send them to the CID for later investigate them on this particular action with happen in our parliament. As civil society, waiting that you take on that.
Imagine how driver will go involved into parliament business. How have them staff from the office? If I get a problem with somebody who can have the office for all discuss of how driver for involved into parliament. Hey, all office. Nobody know they above the law. No one know they above the law. Even president, sometimes we can commit some crime. As you come out as presidency, then they call you for go give account for what you don't do trade. We don't see don't call former head of state like Guinea. The problems we call people and die. Now the neighbor call them on a special court for go give account. You know? So nobody they above the law, be a parliamentarian, teacher, honorable, whatever, manager or minister, we know they above the law. If people they don't commit crime and the police don't say that ABC people that commit that crime, then people need for come to justice them for bring them to book, for making them defend themselves, and then if they don't find them guilty, they left them. But if they find them guilty, therefore for punish them. Because if Okada rider cause crime, you discipline them. If a member of parliament or a minister cause crime, provision for still for discipline that particular person day. Otherwise, people will say the justice sector just for the one they with in higher offices. You know, people will be in blue, people will say it's a foul play. So for sure, say all they are the same level, and that the laws of Sierra Leone, nobody above them. If they don't commit crime, the police will invite them and investigate them.
But some other people they say, why not one set of people them then send na the CID? Where of course now the two sides them be actually involved in the whole action.
There was video with clear for see people that will cause havoc in our parliament that very day. If they are coming from any political party, once they involve, all of them will be brought to book. You know, for segregate, you know, for look at one particular sector, but all you want them, whether be a driver, be you somebody from party B or party C, once they involve into that particular violence, the pictures are there, the videos are there. So CID just watching those videos, people for know exactly what are the parliamentarians and that were involved. Cause famicos, take furniture, damage them. No, it's not acceptable.
Very much unacceptable, and the need for apologize. But in the case of different videos that we see the involvement of most different type of sets of parliamentarian opposition ruling that involved in that particular action day, because they vast them. For example, the flower vase from the BBC, video. The flower vase they come up from one side, they go so, and they reverse back from this other side, they go so. So for let you even return fire in back, means say you don't involve in the action. For let you send flower vase back, means say you don't involve in the action. But a lot of people get concerned now, say they only see 3 member of parliament from the opposition when they name the clerk don't send a CID. What about the other one then where you turn the flower vase?
I mean, as a very senior activist, this voice will send not for just national voice. I'm sure this discussion will go beyond national. This is a democratic state, and at a democratic state, you get as a government, you stand for every Sierra Leonean. You will do wrong, the government will ever deal with you. So we monitor the process, and at the same time, we call on the CID for ensuring anybody who is involved into that particular violence, lawlessness, and indiscipline, then for bring account to book. Because if them just bring few and we get access to the video, we will go to the media and call individuals the way we involved, but they not bring punishable measure to them. We will come out to the kind of videos and engage the media on that.
All right, so one question we will ask you, the part of this particular discussion. We've been talk on the very first time, whereas the line been break out. We will talk about, funding for civil society organizations them the other day. Say, it don't take away donors them not actually they give some of our money for them able for doing our work. But we see you side, for example, the government can come in some case with them projects them, give on a civil society some projects them, monitoring and other things them, follow on able for do on our work. So how on they manage where on they get challenged with regards to the funding?
I hope say this message really go far because they go far and wide. I will tell you for free, the donors themselves are not serious these days. I will tell you for free. The UNDP, the PFI, the USAID, they are all not serious about the work of civil society. They can just get interest when we get crisis. And then get a traditional civil society, the diplomatic civil society, not to like we with a grassroots civil society, as a serious now. Next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I go in a Kenima access. For see what's happening at Kenima. For engage the media. For engage the community. I just don't tell you say today before close of day, where even have so many media, they talk about this MNO, the business for the tariff. We are the grassroots civil society. These donor institutions get a traditional civil society when they don't want the fund. Now they go buy G4, now they go pay the office rents. Then they don't deal with the permanent because when they give them kickback. I will say this without fear. Some of the officers, when they represent the head of the institutions, they are making deal. So therefore, for cut and short, I tell you say most of these donor institutions, they are not serious. For help Africa, when they come, besides you look at traditional civil society, when I all refer to as the diplomatic civil society, when they give money to, you also have their international civil society or NGOs where they come in Africa. When they come, they might be a tip for them. Some of the executive directors say that in Tubani or Amioko. So all the money when they count, 90% of the money they go to their bank, and 10% they give people them. You will see in the past and fit up and down they keep them. So I'm not even mind for sleep that village. If they go carry my axis, they don't go sleep at Panderu. They don't go sleep at Tongo like Kenima district. If they walk all day, they come back, they can't sleep inside Kenima because now they like now they air conditioning.
So you talk about the seriousness. You talk about how then they pick and choose civil society. Most people go say, the civil society themselves they're not serious because in some cases they really need for stand up for the people them because then they get funding, because then they get support, or because they want project from the government, then go decide for they make sign face to the government and left the harder things them for talk about. So how if una not treat on herself serious, how the donors them for treat on serious?
In civil society we are serious. Now the one they give money to, now they're not serious. There's traditional civil society and then traditional NGOs already in Ghana, Africa. Now they're not serious. Listen, if you give Saul, $5,000. Not about come on here, $2,000. Say I know they give $100,000. Then you know go sometimes you misuse or you not get proper administrative structure. But because you get a small office, you get 4 or 5 staff, would they give you $2,000 for 3-4 months? When you don't implement on, you count with liquidation, we will give you another 2,000. It's easy for developed youth. And they tell you for free. Some years ago, civil society with TFI, USAID, and UNDP, we were making so much impact. UNDP they give money to civil society where they achieve from level. And they work that they can't report because I was part of the leadership for the coordination for CISA, they give money to civil society.
So why then stop? Why then stop? If you not been the work and then give now, why then stop?
Why they stop? Because you give somebody $2,000, you know they expect to can't give kickback. So when you get like 2,000, they barely go do 2,000 work account. So for me they now get money as a kickback, they set up the election in so many other areas. You have traditional civil society where donor partners they work with. You have their traditional with donor partners then they work with because they get a reason of giving them kickbacks. They get a reason for giving them so many things and go tell them what they want for you. But some of us as grassroots civil society, I think will remain for those who did. And I'll tell you something. One of the things that we don't cause some civil society for even go take money to government. And when they talk now, they don't talk by the hands and behind their back. Now because when government give you money, now we see government one for you. Now you can go talk on radio and television. So all that don't be a challenge. But if you don't partner give money to civil society, you do go talk what really happen in society and the community exact. But you don't turn the other way around now. Donors that they give civil society. Civil society they actually deserve forget money and then distribute.
Okay, so the question now they go to you. Accountability now. How now they get from your funding right now?
Accountability now Sierra Leone don't drop drastically for do activities because we don't get funding. Some of us, what we don't do now, we don't back up with organizational activity into small business. So because we get passion.
So small business in what sense?
Small business in the sense, because we get small money, we work less like Kenima, we give money to brothers and sisters, they do timber business. Inside 2-3 months, if you make 500,000 profit, sell them for me in a feature. I will use that for my share, for go find out issues the way they happen at my Buruka and drive come back once I get money for my share.
So the question why they ask you, in as much as when I want for do things them for lay on a able for all government to account or do things them for activity, but timber mining or for cut tick them in an environmental threat at the same time. CSO for involved in that one day.
Well, what are they really cut timber? And I tell you for free, nothing not the way wrong for cut timber.
Environmental disorder.
The only thing what we supposed to do with government for ensure say it regulate well. Now for ensure say we cut timber, you plant a man.
So how is that like on a young cause? When are the cut and plant?
Well, me not actually the cut, as I say, when people have pull on remote communities, we get brothers where they buy them.
So for you even buy them for sale, it means that you don't involve in the cutting. Because they get market for can sell them, where Saul Amini wait for can buy them, they make them cut. So even if you not go cut, but of course you don't cut.
If I do business in timber, in Sierra Leone, with the timber and freedom, we free some people they need timber for billows, for make furniture. We are talking about free quality education. You get schools where they make furniture. If timber they not come free from, you're not going for make paint for let the kids sit down.
Okay.
If you talk to that one, what about the containers of timber? The tell now say timber the day now within the river and communities where load and boat and ground and nearby countries. Okay. Chinese are now involved in timber and authorities and they see them and then they cut them in huge quantity and make so many profits and not to the country the benefit from that kind of timber or that kind of business in our country. So which one you will prefer? You already go out in huge quantity where Chinese they can go, where other foreigners they can go, or do you only go buy me 50 timber, me 100 timber, sell them and get me 200,000 profits? Which one you prefer?
So the question I want to ask you, for the answer that question, we unfortunately say, if not be that normal discussion for answer, but in this case, now me the ask na the KOL. So the other question, una they get funding from government at all?
Government not a sense. But what this government kind of power, they declare straight away say they provide subvention for sludge. That are the media. But one day make a statement here say they provide subvention. As this morning while they're in our news, I think Women's Forum Network, they invite President these 2 days for activity, where they plead with government to make it provide subvention for Women's Forum Network. But for civil society,
like for example, then government project away on the monitor. How about you know not can get like project small projects from government for support them monitoring there?
Well, some few civil society they get small fund from specific line ministry.
And they talk about accountability now, your own organization, because now you are the talk to.
Government they don't give me check for do the activities. It's very simple. Government will give me cash. If they give me money, I check it for give me.
No, I know they talk about physical card. Whatever form it is, whether na card, whether na check, whether na physical, you know, na funding. I just the ask. You get any of the one and they from government?
They are not giving us funding. They are not. If they go funding, we must support and say government they go funding. But there is no funding from government. And at the end of it, say civil society not for having gladly and jubilate for get funding from government. Because once you do that, what thing happen to you, your hands at the time get you back. That is why some of us live in them board. There are so many civil society who belong in board. And then government institution, board chairman or board member. Some of us are not interested. I don't talk to the president 1 or 2 times, say, me, Saul, I'm not interested in political appointment. Because the moment they don't make you board chairman or board, somebody in the board, waiting next will happen to you, you don't tie your hand, get you back.
Okay, so let's ask you this question. Let's just ask you this question. Like, for example, I see Alfonso Manley, for example, you know, under the free quality education, the Ministry of Education, they get some money for monitor certain things or for do certain project them for the ministry. So in the case of accountability, you know, or any, you know, okay, let's just, the reason why I specifically ask you question because now you with inside the Koreans, now we enjoy them together. So in the case of accountability now or never, una they work on them projects and the way at the end of the day government they say this now for una transportation or this now for una, you know, for monitor, you know, because I can tell you this, for example, the same way I've been the work as journalist, decentralization, how you call it, secretariat or so, now you building. I receive money for do monitoring. Yeah, whereas I go do the monitoring na Cambia, Port Local, and then Western Rural district. But guess what? At the end of the day, when you come for submit the report to them, they not take any report now. Take to this them, they not ever ask me for nothing. And I sign for money where they give me. Well, waiting I don't know if waiting I sign for now that money they actually budget for because after that they may and they not get any talk again. I went to the office several times, but they not ever say anything to me. So the question is left in my mind of how then they do assess the different local council if one send people and they take reports back, when I just go write report on my own. And if you are how they grade them. So now the question back to you. In the case of una, it can happen, say, when they give una, they can give una facilitation fee, say, una monitor this area, free quality education, or free health education, or whatever thing you want for a monitor.
I don't receive no money in free quality education.
I specifically talk about project, and they talk about government generally, any project.
All right, I don't receive money for them, and if I receive money for them, I also believe in accountability. I will come out clear on air and express that. And this will be a very big mistake from government institutions. Okay. We don't agree for take or CSOs that they give money. And that make every year in, year out, you see the auditor generally come out with a report, say government line ministry not able for account for XYZ billions of loans. Because if you take money give civil society, and at the end of the day you not request for report, when the auditors then come like your ministry, agency or department, they're not able to get report for that 200 million where you give that civil society. Automatically they will say that ministry they don't hit 200 million. But not to say percent I hit the item, they give a civil society organization carry out the job. Why the civil society organization don't out report? They said not care for ask for the report. And you get the money, you forget more interest for ask for the report. Because now you get for report at the end of the day to the auditors, not the civil society organization. So I don't go deny say no, all civil society organizations so they get projects from government, some they get them, or some they get them. Like you get the every year we get budget hearing, and at district level we get what we got civil society budget oversight committee, where they in all districts, the Ministry of Finance, I don't know for this year, but every year they disburse money give a district budget oversight committee where na civil society money. Yeah. So CSOs are receiving money. There is nothing wrong about civil society receiving money from government. I don't see Boko government document. There is provision for non-state actors. And who are these non-state actors? They are civil society. They are the non-state actors. Nothing is wrong with that. It depends on you, sir. Say I receive 50 million from government, and then they go talk not the game of government or the good thing for government. Now just bad thing about talk. No. If government do well, you have the responsibility as civil society for 6 years, government do well. When the and it's like Koma let government out the free healthcare like this country. Some of us we are at the forefront for go around this country with support from state children and other NGOs. We go around this country talk about money and picking well body business. We talk about the free health. You understand? So nothing wrong in support civil society. What's wrong? Now when they give money, they end up now for being a book seller. Anything government do wrong now, you don't ever talk about again. Now only the way thing government do good. Now no more I go talk about. That's the bad side. But there is provision that government should work with. A wrong for the government to work for. Let civil society work for government. But nothing is wrong for the government to work with in partnership and provide logistics for facilitate your activities.
So
nothing is wrong with that.
In the case of you and your organization, you don't ever stand in the gap of government, like for being Vuvuzela for them?
Well, I'm not of Vuvuzela per se. Like as I said, previous government, some of us been in at the forefront for sensitized people. Because when I launched the project like CMH Hospital, that was the end. Parliamentary council also began the responsibility to spread the message at the village that these are the three categories of the beneficiaries. These are the drugs. They are for access to free healthcare, not to private clinic. We take the lead in that for ensure say we educate the public.
Okay.
Educate the public. Don't say they serve as Vuvuzela. You are just saying the truth. What the president they do or what the government they do to make the public know. But again, we have the responsibility to serve as Vuvuzela and sign up for serve as Vuvuzela before come out and talk say this is wrong of the government.
Accountability now or
now or never.
All right. The last question I ask you get for do the verification. We don't see a lot of obstacles on the camp. People and they go and say, for example, 668 register na one area na Cambia also. Tonkolili, I don't know. Koinadugo and then I just Falaba, sorry, and then I just 38 names. Then we don't see some people and they go change the names them, but the in Workman and for ECSL they say they're not go for go change name. If not address they can change them. So as civil society organization, when I don't get issues like that kind of.
We don't read them, and as we read them, we go to the media, we're able to talk about them to the relevant authorities. Because it's not the way they think well.
Yeah.
When you see them as you get information, you get the responsibility for promptly engage the media. But if you're not again, it's a challenge. So media also you go, they will take for pay money or get the discussion. Unless when they're ready for discuss on issue, they will give you airtime. There are some, if you don't pay money, no way for you. So sometimes that can be a challenge for civil society also. Some other media also go at that moment. The information is urgent to make it pass on to the public, to make it pass on to the stakeholder. But if you don't get money, as I say, there is a challenge. So that is why we are saying, donor partners, for really continue, not for a continue outside crisis day. Go all this along, they were all over the place supporting civil society. But I'm sure there are still crises in communities on human rights issues on daily basis. So the need for the good support, so that whenever them prompt issues they come up, we forever take money out from.
So going back to the verification, I think we don't come to the end of the verification. If then problem they are there, a lot of people and again we see side in the first place, a lot of people and they were then disenfranchised because of them say underage, not underage. Now we don't go to verification and a lot of problems don't come up when we will come up with this year because the verification already done.
Well, we will still raise the flag. We will still raise the flag, say the people, they say A, they say B, they say C. If they listen, fine. If they don't listen, if they will get to the election day proper, you will see the problems in the shoot up. And now they can be serious problem during the election. So now they go they raise them up. They don't raise issue, even for the registration. Some of them been there across the country or monitor the registration process. Things they will see the first one today. We'll go in the media, we'll talk to them, send on social media, for make them see and take prompt action. So that way again, we see them get the media, we say we get opportunity and talk on them. We don't have the power to arrest people, but we talk about them, for make them and take action. If they're not ready, they will see the results during the day for the elections, waiting will come out.
Thank you very, very much. How the Koreans this morning?
The Korean so sweet. I think today we Koreans like cassava.
Sorry, not just the line break. I think what?
I think the Koreans this morning are cassava leaf Koreans. Koreans cassava leaf. Let me tell you something. The Koreans not to that Chinese retro. That are country rest.
Not everyone.
Someone the Romans said they have for up. They have back up to the cassava leaf. And the cassava leaf in cow. You know, so they cook on far side because the fire heavy. The plasas they burn. So the cow they own that. And that cow they cannot own a para cow and they go sit down. So fish need the fashion para cow. So they eat that cow, my brother. If you get long finger and the finger then only with the suck the finger for suck the balance with the cow. So the cow will be nice. And a real Koreans. Not to the one we put a pot for one more. And the one we left a pot, you just need some heater. No fire. So it is so solid. And I take the water, cold water, I drink them and it's really very proper. So we discuss what rest this morning. I still get energy for top because I don't eat enough rest. Not to play though, we don't eat great. When I contribute and I rest, now we eat.
I like that. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Even I'm glad that they WhatsApp give me the opportunity for us to talk. Because the internet really did give you some aid that. But thank you very much. I appreciate your time at the program this morning. I'll be a blessing for get you for all discuss a lot of things and we discuss things them where really they close to your heart as civil society organization and you come out with them again. Left to how people look at them, how people see them, for them determine waiting then do you. But until we meet again, it's another edition. In name now William Saul Amin in the director for accountability now or never. Sierra Leone.
Now or never.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you now all for joining me inside the program this morning. Until we meet again, I want to say God bless with country Sierra Leone, where we call we are.
Thank you.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join we 8 a.m. salon time from Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.